Hello, how are we? Hope we are all well. Just checking that we are live over on my page. I'm having a few, there we are. Right, okay. Having a few internet issues. Keeps telling me my bandwidth's low, so I don't know, I'm not sure. I've got everyone at home, so no doubt everybody's using the internet. But hey ho, there we go. So, how are we all? I hope we are well. My name's Lisa, and I'm the face behind Lisa's Loft. I'm here to bring you inspiration and ideas for paper crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, so you can buy all your Stampin' Up goodies from me if you don't already have a demonstrator. Yeah. What to tell you today? I don't think I've got much to tell you. There's lots been going on, but it's not whether I tell you or not. It's just, I was in hospital yesterday, as you may have seen, just having some tests done. It was under general anaesthetic, so I'm a little bit today still. But yeah, just having some tests done. Hopefully everything's okay. They didn't see anything untoward, so all being well, that's the end of it. Just got to wait for a biopsy result to come through. So yeah, that was yesterday. Today I'm, other than my life, I'm relaxing with my feet up, as I've been told I have to do. Dell's off. I'm under 24-hour supervision. So I've got him at home. What else can I tell you? Catalogue. New catalogue. New catalogue comes out in May. I will be ordering my catalogues next month. You may see some people are ordering them now. I'm waiting to do my pre-order till April, because I've met my, well, there's two reasons. One, I've met my minimums for this month, or for this quarter. April starts a new one. So I don't really want to put it all through yet. I've got plenty of products to be getting on with. And also, we as demonstrators have a sales incentive for April. So I want to put it through on that to get a new tote bag. Don't know what it is with me and bags, but it's not just me. It's lots of Stampin' Up demonstrators and other people, I presume, that are big on having bags, merchandise bags and branded bags, and yeah, it's one of the goodies we look forward to the most from on stage, is what bag are we gonna get. So yes, I'm going for that. So any help throughout April will be much appreciated on my online store. Any purchase you make, we'll head towards that. On that, some of you may have seen talk about the rewards, the way Stampin' Up does its rewards. It used to be that for £150 spend, you would get some rewards to spend for free. They're changing that now. From the 8th of April, we're going to have a system that's much better for customers and for us. But for every £20, not every 20, once you spend £20, you will start earning stamping rewards. It's like Tesco Club Card, that kind of thing. You need to create an account online on the online shop. If you're a customer of mine, make sure you're shopping with me so that then I can keep track. Also, it does get me help towards my tote. But yeah, and create an account, and then that'll be your online account, and you can earn your rewards. They can be collected. They will have an expiry date. Us as demonstrators can gift our rewards to customers. Yeah, you can collect them up to save up for what you want to purchase. you know, if you're going to buy Stampin' Up stuff anyway, then why not sign up to get some for free? That's all you're doing. You do it with your shopping and stuff like that. It's exactly the same. If you don't, you have to opt in for this. If you don't opt in, those points don't go to waste. The rewards don't go to waste. If you're shopping with me, they will come to me. Or whoever you're shopping with, they'll go to them. So they don't go to waste. But yeah, just a little bit on that. I'll go over more from that when it's actually live. And Stampin' Up, I've put some videos on that out. I'll share those just so that everyone knows what they're doing. But I thought there's no point really going into it yet, because we've got over a week. So yeah, right, today, this week, I've been playing with the Tiled Technique stamp set. I'll just change camera. Do excuse me, I am very thirsty today. I have been left with a very dry mouth and a bit of a sore throat from the breathing tube, so I will be drinking lots of water. Yeah, I've been sharing ideas with the Tiled Techniques. This stamp set, I missed it. I totally looked it by in the catalogue. It's now online. It was from the mini, but it's carried over onto an online. But I was sent this by my upline's upline. We have a monthly team meeting, and there's a product spotlight every month, and the name's chosen, wheel of names, we all put our names in, and Pip sends us a gift, a product for us to use, and then we do a product spotlight with it and share what we've made with it. The cards I've been sharing this week are all what I made with it. It's a lovely, elegant set. 5 beautiful images. So yeah, let's get crafting. So I'm going to be using the retiring ink colours. These we will be saying goodbye to the end of April, beginning of May. So I thought, why not make the most of them while we've got them? I mean, of course, you can keep them in your craft stash. I will. You just probably won't see me using them much to share with you, because what's the point of me sharing a colour with you that you can't purchase? But yeah, it's the Copper Clay, Pebbled Path, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve and Wild Wheat. So we'll have a play with those. Don't forget, if you are watching live, do comment, say hello, or hashtag replay, because I always do like to go through and read your comments. It might not be on the day, it might not be the following day, but usually by over the weekend I get to catch up with everything. All right, now these are a photo polymer stamp set, so I am going to be bringing in my sponge mat, my piercing mat. I want a bit of grid paper for stamping on, which I believe I have some under here. Yep, as you can see, I was using it with this stamp set. Right, so my first idea was just some simple, I'm going to turn this over. Don't need to save the mat if I'm stamping off the edge. Just some simple cards with simple stamping. And I thought they're quite good for mail cards. We all struggle with mail cards. What shall we go? Let's go Pebbled Path. I do love Pebbled Path. Am I going to make all of them out of Pebbled Path? I don't know. Let me see. Seeing how much cardstock of each colour I've got left, and I haven't got a lot. So yeah, I could. All of this. We'll make a set out of Pebbled Path. And what I'm going to do is use the corner stamps. I'm going to be using this one, and this one, and then these two as well, to make almost medallions in the middle of the page. Right. Our blocks, some of them aren't quite square, they're oblong. And if I can, if the stamp allows, I like to have mine with the longest edge. So I'm holding, so it's that little bit narrower. That's more portrait, that's landscape. It's not a big difference. To me, it makes a huge difference. All right, so we'll ink this up. And I'm just going to stamp it off just to see. Yep, I've got a nice impression there. So my first one, I am going to, I usually just wing things like this and just go for it. But I'm just going to put a little mark just so I find the centre, top to bottom. And all I've done, you probably can't even see it on here, but I've very faintly, put my score down. So I've got a very faint, in fact it's that faint, oh, I can hardly see it, but right, so I'm just going to stamp that along there like so, and then I'm going to repeat it over here. Do excuse me if you end up with my head in shot, but I do need to get over the top to see exactly where I'm stamping. And they are quite easy to line up, especially if you can get right over the top. Being photopolymer, you can see through, but they've all got bits of lines so that you can line those up like so. Want it that way. But as you know, with me anyway, I'm not after perfection. It's not a printed card, it is handmade. But I don't think that is too bad at all. It's not exact, but it's pretty good. So that's our first one, which I'm going to do. Our second one, get another block. I'm just going to do all the middles. Now this one we can make very simple if we wanted to, and we could just do a top and bottom like that, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? And again, I'm just going to mark for my middle. I'm not fussed top to bottom, because as long as it's somewhere in the towards the top more than towards the bottom, I'm happy. So it's got to be in the top half. Got my mark. I'm just going to do 4 of these all round. Marks there. I'm just going to make sure I've got that up the right way, somewhat. I'll bring it down so I can see to line this up. About that. How beautiful is that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Next one in about there. And then the final one just to fill in. Yeah, there we go. Again, not perfect, but it's okay. And I've got a blob Oh, how did I get that? Never mind, we won't worry about that. Right, so we'll grab our next one. Like I say, these are all pretty simple. I'm going to use, that was that one, and I'm going to use this one. I love this one. This one's my favourite. Very elegant. Let's just mark our halfway. This one again, we could do really easy and just stamp 2. But where's the fun in that? Let's grab a block. There we go. Right, ink that up. There's my line. I'll do it that way first. Find it easier for me. Around there. Looks like this one just fits. Match that up. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'll put that. These are just some really easy cards. Not saying they're quick, because obviously it does take some lining up. So I don't expect you to, that these are cards that you'll just quickly, but yeah, they are beautiful and easy to do. Right, our final one is using the half medallion. Well, I call it half medallion. It's this one here. And we're just going to stamp that and put that together. And this will just want the 2. So we can simply stamp that. And then again, lining it up. We'll go there. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we've got our 4 pieces that are quite simple, stamped, and all we're going to do is add a sentiment onto these. I am going to make these male cards, or masculine cards should I say, or more masculine, and I'm just going to put I was just going to put a happy birthday on, but it's a bit, I don't know, is it acceptable for a birthday card? I presume it is. Not everybody likes fancy, do they? I mean, for me, it's very, for a birthday card. It's almost one to thinking of you, maybe, but no, we'll go with birthday. That's what I was originally going to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'll just again ink that up, and we're just going to go straight on there, like so. I mean, you could fancy these up. You could put other corners on. You could add ribbon, embellish them. You could have done the happy birthday on a banner. But I just wanted to show you something different to what we've already done. I mean, I've shown you lots of examples this week, so I didn't want to be sharing the same over and over. Right, then we're going to just pop these onto pebbled path card bases. And get some cardstock. I've already got one pre-cut. So I'm just popping my card in landscape, no, portrait, and scoring at 10.5. Turn it down landscape, and if I then cut it 14.9, and that will give me 2 card bases. So again, portrait at 10.5, landscape 14.9. And then I gently fold and then butt it up against here to make sure that I get equal sides. And just rub my finger along there. And again, for this one, I just find it easier. I know some people can just fold them. If I just folded the card, it would end up all shapes. I'm just trying doing this. It's a lot easier for me. Okay, so bone folder. Just burnish all of those edges. That'll break the fibres to make sure the card lays flat. Okay, there we go. So let's pop these on. Like I say, nice, simple. Could have done them all different colours and that'd have made a nice set of cards. I'm just feeling a bit of pebbled path today for this. So how's your weather? Ours is glorious. Hayden Pegs from washing out for me earlier, and we went and sat outside for a bit, and I must admit I didn't really want to come in. I could have quite simply just stayed out enjoying the sun. I don't want one of them, do I? I want one of these. Yeah, enjoying the sun. Very pleasant. Just looking at the garden, deciding what I want to do. Odd bits again that need moving. Every year it's the same. Things grow at different speeds and the garden changes and decide that need different things moving. Oh, while I think about it, I've added all my classes to my website for April, May today. So the papercraft workshops that are held on a Tuesday evening, we do a selection of card making, scrapbooking and home decor 3D projects. They're all up there now. If you'd like to have a look at those, you can book your place on those if you're local. Right, so we've got those. Now we could leave that, but I think I do want to put a little bit of something. But I'm not sure I have any of those in colour. No, I don't. I haven't bought the new ones. So I am going to go to my stash because I know I've got several packets of the old ones. Here we go. I know I had. These have actually retired, but you know, just to finish the card won't hurt. I forget what the current ones are like actually. Let me have a look. Ones for this. Boom, boom, boom. Have we not got embellishments anymore? Oh, there. 115. So what have they got? There's old in colour. Number 7. No. 16. Oh, these sparkly ones, yeah. I haven't got those. I think because I had so many of these and didn't use them. I didn't buy all of these, by the way. They were won at raffles and prizes for things. And so, yeah. So we're just going to add a few of these around. Just for that added little bit of something. There we go. That just finishes it off. And this one, we'll do the same. So we've got the 3 sizes. Oops. Medium and small there, and then a large one down there. Okay. And then this one I'm going to do slightly different because I have that blob there. So if I did a large there, that's too far. I did a large, that's too far, too big. I want a small one there. And we'll put, so they're in a bit of a line. There we go. Like I say, these are retired, but there are alternatives you can still get. And we don't mind if we use a little bit of retired product, do we? As long as they're Stampin' Up products. So all as I would do inside those is just put my white layer in those, just keeping it really simple. Right, so that's that. Just what we can do that. And then I'm going to, let's wipe some of these off. Just had an idea. Don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a go. I see simple cards that just, it's only taken us less than half an hour to make 4 cards. So they are pretty quick. Right. Oh, I want this one, my favourite one. Another piece of card. Hi Lou, hope you're well. I'm just having a play with the tie-up techniques. And we just made 4 very simple, more masculine cards. And I've just had a thought come into my head for this, but whether it'll work, I'm not sure. So I'm going to go Moody Move. And we'll just ink that up. Make sure we've got a good impression. Yeah, do love this colour. Shall miss this colour. And then I'm just going to stamp that towards the middle. And I'm going to go off page like so. I'll bring my next one in along here. And I'm going to bring it down to, because it's got a little arch there that I could line up, but no, I'm going to keep it at the same top to bottom. And then the same on this side. And then just add in that last little bit in there. And there. That's quite pretty, isn't it? And I'm going to do the same across the top. I'm going off again. And there. Okay. And then just the ends to do. And if you can hear that noise in the background, I'm sorry. Dell has his tablet on by the sound of it, watching something. There we go. So we've got a nice border on there. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is grab a piece of Moody Mauve. I'm sure I have one. Yeah, is that long enough? Yeah. And we'll measure this gap in here. And we have a gap of 4.5 or thereabouts. This is where it's going to show up that my thing's not quite straight, but that's okay. So I'm going to do 3.5 centimeters. And that will go along there. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Not a big enough gap between it to allow it. And then I want a piece of basic white. Look at my scrap bit if I've got anything. Is that long enough? Yeah. I want that 3. I think this might just be big enough. Put it in the bin. Like so. There we go. Right. I'll stamp on there with my sentiments. And I think we'll have, what shall we have for this one? Let's celebrate, I think. It could be anything, couldn't it? Maybe we're thinking of you. We'll go thinking of you, if that'll fit. Yeah, that'll fit nice on there. Grab a block. Make sure I've got this all straight to me. I know it doesn't look very straight to you. Not that my stamping like this ever goes straight. But we shall try. About the middle. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to glue that on there. Just flat. Like so. Making sure the edge is level. Oh, here's my cat. Hello, Mind. Right, and then we can pop that on there. And then I can trim it off after to the right size. Glue that flat. Keeping the cards quite flat. Postage nowadays is not the cheapest. Or at least by keeping them flat means we can post more cards. I'm lining it up with the centre both ways, but also by where I've put those, so it doesn't make those look too out. There we go. And then I'll bring in my mini guillotine. I love this tool. I do wish we'd still sell it, because it just makes things like this a lot easier. I'm terrible with the scissors. But yeah, I mean, you can do it on the trimmer. I've always done it on the trimmer before. I find it just that little bit easier on there. Okay. Bit of rubbish. So, Moody Mauve card base. I'm just scoring this at 10.5. In fact, no, because I don't want it that way. I don't like tent fold, because they just collapse on the side, don't they? But that one was already cut, so I was going to use it, but we'll do them this way. So I'm going to pop this one in landscape, and I'm going to score at 14.4, and then I'm going to cut it portrait at 10.5, and that'll give me 2 long pieces. And then again, I can fold that, put it up to the edge for a nice neat finish. Bone folder. And I keep saying I need to change my blade, and you know what? Oh, I have. I was going to say, my goodness. I've just noticed in there as well, I have balmy blue. That's just fell on the floor. I threw my balmy blue away the other day because they weren't working. And I was like, right, I better get some more. Looks like I've got some. That's the thing, isn't it? You buy things ready and forget. Okay, wipe those off my list. Right, that's an old one that can go straight in the bin. Right, so we've got our card base now. It'll be like that. Turn it over so that's at the bottom. We can add this. Pop that on there in the centre. Got no ribbon this colour. I wonder, I might add in just some little flowers from something. Just want some tiny little flowers to go. Sure, I've got some somewhere. Oh, what are those? Oh, that would perhaps look quite nice on there. Yeah. And that's from the Country Bird House. Just needed a little something on there. I know I'm keeping it plain and simple, but it's a bit plain and simple, isn't it? Just pop that there and then do on the other side as well, like so. That's better. And then I'm going to bring back my retired gems. Just have a few of these dotted around. I don't think I want a big one. Oh no, we'll go another little one just down here. There we go. And that's that one. On the inside for this one, I think I'll do, I'll use the corner. My Stampin' Map. Oops. I'll just pop that in the corner, like so. You can see this ink dries a lot lighter, quite dark when you first put it on, but it does dry a lot lighter. It reminds me of the dining room when I was growing up. My mum had hers, you know, you get the blue and white. My mum went pink and white, and it was very similar to that colour. It just reminds me of that. I suppose that was early 80s when she had that. Put that on there. A bit wonky wonky. Okay. There we go. That's another one. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm starting to get some twinges, so I'm gonna say that's it and go and rest. But yeah, so we've got our 4 very simple, more masculine cards that are just really easy to have on hand to send out, and then our thinking of you with the Moody Mauve. But yeah, this stamp set, like I say, it was one I overlooked, and I'm very glad that I received it because it's pushed me out my comfort zone quite a bit. But yeah, they're not too bad, are they? It's real quick and easy today. So later on, I will be back at 7:30, where, all being well, where I will be doing scrapbook, kind of. It's memory keeping, but it's doing some more. I'll say some more. I haven't done a lot other than what I've been on here. which that was, I think, 2 days pages. I was doing a December daily, and that just went by the by. I'm now on catch up for everything, because I've got lots to do. So yeah, that's what I'll be back. So that's 7:30 if you're around. I'd love to have you join me. And thank you very much, and I will see you all later. Bye.